See you, buddy. It was warm yesterday. I did most of the work in just a thin shirt and jeans, and today I'm freezing. It's a cold morning. It's not raining. We're gonna celebrate the completion of the carport by going out in the water with the boat, and we're gonna go out there and kill the engine and just listen and see what kind of ocean life we can find. We've been working so hard here for a week or more. We're trying to explore a bit and have some fun and learn about where we are. We keep meeting amazing people that know so much about the edibles of the area. And coming up here in the spring, summer, and fall, we're gonna take you guys on a tour of wild foraging and ocean foraging, mushroom foraging, and land, herb, and food foraging. So stay tuned. She woke up early to come with me.
Well, I did have a video that premiered at 7 a.m. So
You had to get up early.
I had to get up early.
Nice. I like your beanie.
Thank you.
What do you think about the new carport?
I like it a lot. It feels like we're more organized.
Yeah.
And a little bit more secure from the rain. And it's done. So now we can start other projects.
This afternoon's gonna be a big afternoon.
Yes.
Why is this afternoon gonna be so important?
Because we're gonna go into the area of the property where we want the yurt and pick out where we want it.
And mark it.
And mark it.
Maybe even clear a little bit. Stay tuned, you guys, to the end of the video. We'll bring you along on the journey. And there's this amazing church that's located a short walk from our property from the 1800s. It used to be the school. Then it converted into a church. And it's behind me. And it's beautiful, it's cute, it's cozy, but it's also kind of scary because it's in the forest and it's old and it's got that kind of haunted movie feel, but it's really nice and cute. And one of the really nice neighbors who met us out here, I believe that she's the treasurer of the town. She came over and introduced herself and gave us some amazing books, literature on local mushrooms and life around, and was very, very genuine and nice to us, and told us that if we ever need to charge our battery or charge our gadgets before we have electricity while we're getting started, we can go into the church and plug it into the wall. So we're gonna leave the cool battery charging up while we're out in the ocean today, and thanks to our amazing neighbors. It's so nice to come into this really nice hospitality. First time for Nicole driving the Striker. There you go. Well, just practice before you start it. Practice putting it in reverse really quick.
No, here's forward.
Forward. Neutral. So what you do is you take your left hand palm down, and when you flex back, that's go faster. When you cramp down, that's slower. And please start it slow because I'm sitting on the edge of the boat. I don't want to go flipping into the ocean. I'm holding onto these amazing ropes that Striker put on here just for people that might have a quick start. Come on. There you go.
Second try.
Now put your feet both toward me. There you go. And kind of sit on the right. Whoa, you're in neutral.
I know, but I was getting.
So now just put it to forward and don't throttle it yet. Now we're moving. Now just ease into it. Lady Striker. This is Jake Mace, National Geographic photographer. This is just the jar from Kauai Juice, but this has got my dehydrated moringa powder. Okay, lunch, babe.
Stuff in our mouth right now.
That's what I was laughing at. So there's two lots. If you guys look on either side of this road, we own this lot over here and we own this lot over here. And together they make up about 8 acres. But it's all wilderness, ocean, lakes, and stream around us. And there are some other folks that have homes out here, but they're on their own acreages down the way. Our property is just raw land. There's nothing here, and everyone we've met goes, oh, you're gonna live by the road. That's where all the bears and the cougar go. And they go, oh, you're gonna live down at that place. You're the first ones to live out there. That's just been wilderness property, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna stomp in there right now to the lot on this side. We think this is the lot where we want to put up our yurt. And that's literally how it looks.
Yep, we have to walk through that
we have to go in there. I mean, there's no pathway or trail. We have to like cut our own trail into there. I got the drone with me, but I don't think we're gonna be able to fly it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe fly it up. Hey, you found a little trail up there.
Yeah, I did.
That's beautiful. So the alders are kind of like the archers that are the first line of defense from any humans getting in this property.
Yeah, seriously.
And now we're getting into the hemlock and
Yeah.
other trees here.
And now what do I do?
Well, I think you should hold this camera. I'll go first. Whoa. There is a serious root mass from old logging days that's sprouted up again. Check it out. I mean, things have definitely walked here, right?
It looks like it, yeah.
It's matted down. Look at this tree. They're gonna hear you sneeze. Just kidding. It's definitely a big old pile of wood chips in here. It's like the most fertile ground ever. Do you think we can like go underneath that stump in there in the cave?
Kind of looks like it. Wow, this just looks like a big mess. Like
Totally.
how we're supposed to put a yurt in here.
So to your left is running water.
Yeah. What do you think of when you see all of this?
All this?
Yeah.
Oh, like endless potential. Like, the ground is so spongy 100% everywhere you go. And if I just like, I mean, it's winter time and nothing's frozen. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Can the camera even focus on that?
Sure.
That's like pure humus. Do you know how amazing this is? I mean, I'm gonna keep quiet.
No,
That's
tell us.
incredible stuff. That's some of the best soil I've ever seen. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Look at the size of this root mass. This is seriously a tree. Like before the logging days, like half a century ago. And these trees are suckers coming off the mother rootstock. Are there any bears or cougars underneath there?
When I see this property, I just think of like sad. Like it feels kind of, I don't know the feeling, like just kind of sad. Because it was logged about 40, 50 years ago, and it got, like, you could just tell it got just decimated, like hard, like machines just came in and just like took everything, ripped the roots out, knocked over the old trees that have been here forever, like Fern Gully. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but it makes me think of Fern Gully. And it's trying to like repair itself. It's been trying to repair itself for the last 40 or 50 years, and like it just looks really sad.
Yeah, third eye tree.
The third eye tree. Oh.
You think?
Put the yurt right here in front and have that be our marker, is the tree.
Perhaps.
The third eye tree. Wow.
I mean, it honestly does look like it's looking.
Yeah. It's the wise old eyes. The wise old eyes.
Yeah.
I like it.
We had to clear a good amount of mulch and put it somewhere in order to have solid enough foundation for the cement footers and the stilts to build the platform and the foundation of the yurt. We survive.
I feel like, why can't it be like this?
I know. Well, I'm not exactly out yet. Honestly, I'm a little sad and confused for three main reasons. One, the property is so diverse, has so many different ecosystems and microclimates, and the earth is so fertile, nutritious, pure soil underneath all of the mulch and wood chips that covers the earth of the entire property. And I've spent so much of my gardening life valuing wood chips and valuing building healthy soil and valuing mulch for how it brings nutrition back to the soil, how it conserves water and boosts the microbes, the mycelium, and the beneficial organisms in the soil. And walking into the property, into the belly of the forest, the earth is so fertile, but this is an entirely different animal. There's so many wood chips, there's so much mulch. The earth is so fertile that I don't know how deep it goes. There's no solid foundation to build off of. I would love to build a house out of the earth, out of cob. And building a cob house is gonna take at least a year. So the yurt is our house for the time being. It is our place to live. And if we ever get the cob house, earthship house, whatever you wanna call it, finished, then the yurt will become our house for visitors and for guests and for family. We might even put together a couple different yurts to host friends and family who might wanna come visit. And the way the yurt works is it has to be up on a platform that is the diameter of the yurt, but also has extra square footage around the yurt so you can walk around, have a little lounge area, etc. And it has to be on ground that's not going to sink from underneath it and cause an imbalance. And I just don't know how to level out the ground with that much mulch and with that much wood chips and ground that's that soft without bringing in bulldozers and tractors and spending tens of thousands of dollars to cut down significant 50-foot tall trees and clear a significant area and level it out. And it's kind of depressing because I feel a little bit like Superman, who gets his power from the sun because he's from planet Krypton, but then kryptonite kills him, you know? And I feel like wood chips has always been my source of power, and now it's being used against me because there's just too many for one person. Of course, it's a good thing because now we're gonna have unlimited healthy soil for fruit trees and for the upcoming system of raised beds we wanna plant for growing our own food. But I just honestly don't know where I'm going to put this yurt so that it's aesthetically beautiful, but also functional and long lasting at the same time.